Hello you absolute legends! It is that time of the year again, the time for relaxing with your friends and family, preparing for the new year. Once again, we'd recommend a non-alcoholic new year for you. While everyone else is planning to get blacked out, you should be mapping out the general trajectory of what you would like to accomplish and the tasks to do. Notice, there is no reason to set any New Year resolutions, since that isn't how the human brain works. So, we'll start there. Part 1. What do you want? If you're an adult and not a grifter, what you would like is to build a business and work for yourself. Sure, many of you may enjoy your jobs or careers for now. However, in the long run, what you're looking for is 1. Growth and improvement. 2. Proof that you're adding value to society and the people around you. And 3. To be able to do this without having someone else giving you orders all the time. There are always exceptions to the rule. However, this doesn't disprove the general framework. There are always losers who enjoy living off of mommy and daddy. There are always exceptions. The reality is that the majority will probably agree with the 3 items we listed. Pretty hard to be unhappy if you're 1. Making more money. 2. Getting healthier. And 3. Working for yourself. The catch? The catch here is that a lot of opportunities are being ripped from you, due to choices out of your control. Put in other words, we live in a world of delegated proof of stake. That is, we elect officials to make decisions on our behalf, and don't vote on very many individual items. Like for example printing $10 trillion out of thin air, and allowing people to live rent-free for over a year. In the end, you can't complain about the rules or the changes made, the best you can do is adapt. How to adapt? Here's how: instead of looking in the past, look into the future. If your goal is to become more free, like for example by being self-employed, mobile or by increasing income, then you have to embrace risk and the internet. There is nothing in the world that can't be learned from a computer at this point. Nothing. Therefore, you should begin moving your income online, no matter what. A smart idea is to start trading your time for money. By 1. Consulting. 2. Basic tasks. Or 3. By completing a specific project over a time frame. If we were to give everyone watching this a single task for 2022, it would be the following. Earn 1 Ethereum online at minimum. This is pretty easy to do. You're looking at a few $100 a month, and if you acquire computer coins, you're forcing yourself to become integrated into crypto at the same time. It isn't enough to simply buy it and pray, earning it is better as you expand the network and acquire an asset. Another win-win situation. Note however that this is not a resolution, it forces you to realize it is possible to earn an income online, and once you do, you'll be shooting for a lot more. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. In conclusion, we'd wager the majority of people want a lot less than they claim. Unless you've already made it, the majority would be thrilled to earn $100,000 or more, working for themselves online. As long as they can live a high-quality life, eat, work out, and go out once a week, they would be thrilled. Part 2. Assuming you agree. In simplified terms, we think that's what most people want. A way to earn a good living by themselves without significant oversight. This is why most corporate positions become more autonomous over time. They know a 40-year-old is not going to enjoy being bossed around. Now this begs the question, what should you do? Step 1. Work remote. The first step is getting a remote job. This is a mini step towards online income. By taking a small step back money-wise, you have a huge advantage. You can now work multiple work-from-home positions, or do something smarter, build an online business. For now, the money may hurt, but in the long run, it won't make a difference. Companies will adapt, and they will be forced to embrace the work-from-home environment. People have been working remote for 2 years now and things won't be going back to normal. Step 2. Network online. There is just no debate anymore. If you find the right people online, your life can change dramatically. If your goal is to work for yourself, there is no better way to get started than the internet. You are killing 2 birds with 1 stone. You're working for yourself on day 1 and you are putting your income online on day 1. As we said, it's a win-win. Networking on the internet is better than networking on LinkedIn. Step 3. Maintain health. The one downside of wanting it all in life is that you have to burn the candle at both ends. This can lead to health problems. Most people make excuses though. They claim that long work weeks at age 20 to 29 will ruin their life. This simply isn't true. Just look at the damage pro athletes put onto their bodies or entrepreneurs in general. It sucks for a few years, but after that, you're off to the races. As a good rule of thumb, you're effectively rolling a ball uphill when it comes to fitness. It doesn't get any easier to get into peak shape. Once you do, you get muscle memory that allows you to take your foot off the gas when needed. Don't be a fool. Getting in shape doesn't get easier. For some specifics around this, in your 30s and 40s, you get the joys of the following. 1. Hormone replacement costs, whatever your body needs. 2. Massage budget. 3. Facial and skin care budget. 4. Chiropractor budget or other products like acupuncture. 5. Budget for a good spa for ice or heat. And 6. An upgraded diet to prevent weight gain. Yes, this is seriously what happens. For the people in their 20s watching this, we know that you're able to drink until 4 a.m. and feel fine the next day. This fades after 10 to 20 years. Step 4. Scale out social life. In the new world, you're better off being good-looking online than the real world. We wish we were kidding. A girl who is incredible at Photoshop and filters etc. can appear to be a 10 out of 10 and look like a 6 at best in person. As usual, adapt or die. If you're struggling with dating, you should learn the online marketing games. We're entering into a strange world where rich anons and individuals are being pinged by attractive women privately, since they have figured out where the money really went. It will only get stranger. Until then, take a simple look at your top 5 contacts and decide if these people are moving in the same direction as you. If not, time to upgrade those frequent messages. Part 3. Ego and attention phase. Yes, you made it this far. You have overshot all of your expectations. This time of the year, you're expected to be thankful and give back. The problem? As you move up the video game of life, you find out some harsh truths. The guys you grew up with loathe you for making it, while they are stuck in 9-to-5 white-collar slavery. Since you knew each other in the past, they somehow believe your skills, talents and work ethic are all equal. Even family members hope you fail and come out of the woods to ask for a small loan, since it's nothing to you. You changed because you didn't work for all these years to be the same. Mania phase. Everyone goes through this phase. Blowing money on cars, women, vacations and more, this happens to everyone. If you are watching this and think if you were rich you wouldn't do any of that, then you are 100 times more likely to go crazier. The only ones who don't are extremely nerdy and strange. Some people actually go too far off the deep end, blowing tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands, suddenly hitting a cliff when their business or income also goes down rapidly. This is more common than you think, especially if you've seen the affiliate marketing industry. Some recover, some don't. All we can say is that we hope you realize when you're going off the deep end, have some fun to get it out of your system in a month and move back to improving your life. Doing what you love. Eventually, you hit a point where the money is just digits on a screen. We're not sure where it is for you, but there is a high chance you hit a point. To make an extreme example of this, does it really make a difference if you are worth $50 million or $100 million? Not really. While the $100 million guy can get a bigger place, the majority of his utility from money is about the same, just status goods and ego chasing. The only people they can't compete with is a billionaire with an actual jet. Doing what you love is usually not profitable. The good news? It doesn't feel like work. If you can pay your bills doing something you enjoy, then you're good to go. Part 4. Legacy. We get it, no one remembers you within a few short years. You see it all the time when someone quits at a firm, the person is replaced in seconds, and no one remembers their name within 6 to 12 months. The reality? Your brain is wired to procreate and leave a mark on society, hopefully a good one. This requires giving everything away, unless you want to give it to the government. Can't claim you were that impactful if you remove yourself from the genetic pool. If you're elite, you should create a better, stronger, faster and smarter version of yourself. Legacy ideas. While kids are simple, the harder one is impacting people beyond your immediate touch points. BowTiedBull is attempting to create the first internet-based country. Many laughed when BTB started and said it was foolish, and yet you're seeing 300 to 400% growth in just a few months. Why? It's a network effect. If you can create 3 online income streams for other individuals or anons, the public can see the value in real time. Sure beats being scammed by the current economic system that tells you to pay 50% of everything you make in taxes to fund obscure government projects. Currently, a lot of people in the crypto space simply have it wrong. They are trying to consolidate value around one person or individual. The old influencer model. This will fail over the next 2 years as group movements go 1,000 times further. While you can go faster as an individual, eventually you hit a stick point and are forced to go corporate and partner with someone big for distribution. If Joe Rogan eventually sold to Spotify, it tells you something. Give it all away in the end. Despite your best efforts, your company will eventually fade. Over a 100-year time frame, 99% do. This means you also need a gift set up for when you're gone. Most watching this aren't interested or even thinking about this since they are healthy and in their 20s or 30s. Usually, they suffer a health event and this becomes a reality. We haven't figured this one out in terms of the exact mechanism. However, if you're sending the elevator down, by the time you're older, you will have a wide range of people who won't squander the money you have. Leave enough for your kids to be set for life, but not enough to be lazy drug-addicted disasters. Leave the rest to people who will actually make good use of the assets versus spending it on meaningless stuff like Rolexes and Lamborghinis that will only get you kidnapped in the future. As a last note, do you think a $10 billion check written to talented individuals would be spent better than a $10 billion blank check written to the government? We all know the real answer. Part 5. Conclusion and winning mentality. In the end, people are happiest when they are seeing improvement in their lives. At this juncture, the ability to do so has been ripped apart due to money printing and other decisions beyond your control. Luckily, the internet and computer coins offer a real vote out. There is no bigger vote out of the system than changing what you accept as currency. If you're going to live for the next 60 years, it is wise to go ahead and give up on the old belief system. Going to school and slaving at a 9-to-5 is on the decline. Trusting major corporations and governments to save you is also on the decline. Save yourself first, go through the binge degenerate phase and move on to helping the people who are worth saving. Note, you will learn that 97% of people don't even want to get ahead in life, they prefer Netflix and sugar. On that note, toss away your New Year's resolution list and realize there is no such thing as a resolution, only effort to improve yourself since it's just a single-player video game. And that is all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, then go ahead and like and subscribe for more future content. As a last note, Hedgehog wishes you all a happy new year. 2022 will be a year to remember. Another important thing to remember is that banks are zeros.